Hi folks, let me introduce you the enhanced TWS capability. Right now you are seeing a live trading session on December 18th, 2019 at 3:31 p.m. Uh, Interactive Broker, this is the platform of Interactive Broker when people can go and trade. It has got classic view as well as a mosaic, but I will demonstrate this as to how it is happening in mosaic. So first of all, there are a few things which you need to notice. You can set up different types of configurations, and these are different virtual machines, which is basically integrated. Every client has a virtual machines of their own. This is one of them. The second one is probably this one. This is the first one, sorry. And the second one is this one where there is also live trading going on. So each of these virtual machines can have as many accounts as you want to. Ideal for RIAs who has multiple accounts, and you can set up different types of configurations depending on your investors need. So that's one thing. So you can scale it. Basically you can go on scaling with these virtual machines just by expanding their RAM and core processing speed and all those stuff. So this is one thing which I'm trying to demonstrate here on a real-time platform on a real trading day, how the trade executions are happening. So if you take an example of the trades and we sort it by what do you call by the name of the stocks, you will notice that different trades are happening at different times. It is settling down with profits. So if you look at some of the trades, which is this is a U account for an interactive brokers platform. So RIAs who are using interactive brokers, they will notice the difference instantly. So now for the point I'm trying to make here is if you identify in quant trading a sweet spot, which we call it as a sweet spot, you can execute a trade within and get profits within a very short time. If you notice here at 11:19 a trade went in CTAS. At 12:31 the trade closed with a profit of $58. So the same is happening in many different places. Well, try and pick a few more. Some of the trades are coming from the old ones. HUN at 11:18 it went in, it purchased. At 12:31 it bought and made $58. So the point I'm trying to make here is that no matter what money you invest, whether it is $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $1 million, it'll still work the same because you can be trading with only $5,000 and looking for the sweet spots like this and continue doing this for 3-4 times in a day. So this one is another one, HZNP. It went in at 11:23 and it closed at 206, making a profit of $65. So this is a note for individuals that why would you, even if you invest like $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000, why would you keep this money sitting in bank idle when you have the opportunity to make returns out of it within a very short time? So even if the configurations will let you drive it, you can invest one stock at a time till it settles so you don't get to the next one, or you can have multiple stocks trading at the same time as to what you are seeing here. So this is one of the things which I wanted to demonstrate, and then another thing which I wanted to talk about uh, is scalability. As I say that you can keep scaling here. If you take a look at this one, it will tell you all the trades which is happening here also. But this is the point which I'm making is you can have as many configurations you want to here uh, to execute different types of accounts. So this is mainly for RIAs, but if you're an individual, you might have one or two accounts where you are running live on one platform on one account and the other one is for your research. Strategies with different configurations. This is what it is. Basically, you can have multiple strategies. You can do an intraday strategy. These two strategies which you are seeing here on the virtual machines are different. So this is one, and the other one is this strategy, which is completely different from the previous one. So you can run multiple strategies. That's not an issue at all. So hedge fund companies can run different types of strategies also. IRAs can run multiple accounts without having to revisit again. Once you configure it, it's all done. It'll continue doing the same every day, every 60 seconds for you. You can also have different types of risk tolerances where you can basically get into different, I'll show it to you in a minute here. Say, for example, I do it this way, 464069. So you can have different types of risk tolerances. As you're seeing here, you can do different types of cash management, fund managements, and all those stuff. You can go based on a technique which is based on AI based technique to milk out profits, or you can uh, go based on a target price. So here there are different types of strategies which gets deployed. There are so many of them with the permutation combinations. There are a lot of options available to you. So we will discuss all of that in our class when you are interested to talk and put a question in terms of what is your strategy and how we can configure that. There are different types of risk tolerances. You can go based on the total portfolio size of a risk tolerance, and with stop loss concept, you can go both. It goes both hand in hand together. Fund management is something like you might put in, say, $100,000, but you are only interested to trade with $5,000. No problem. You can control and restrict the algorithm to only trade $5,000 at a time. Cash management is something whether you want to invest cash 100% or you want to go gradual with the market or you want to go incremental. These are different types of cash managements you can see. So every time you'll notice this black window is running every 60 seconds. So this is what the key of the enhancement to TWS. It can be enhanced with any other brokers platforms. So far they have an API available. So the idea is there will be no humans required. All you have to do is the first 2 minutes of the day before the market opens, you just start these TWS and the order engine, which is this one on the arrow, and it runs on its own. So the point I'm trying to make is that having such quant trading techniques with AI capabilities, you can start small from $5,000 or $1,000 and go all the way up to $5 million, no issues. So the point here again is to important that these type of platforms are not available in US as of today. Uh, it it boosts up the capability of trading, which includes risk management, fund management, cash management, identifying opportunities with the combination of AIs, and at the same time milking profit. So if you take a look at some of this is a different strategy, so we will talk about some of them here too. If you notice what happened today, you see at 9:44 it bought AA. At 9:51 it sold it off. The same is ADS. It bought at 12:47 and sold it off at 1:15 within half an hour. So this is what we talk about the sweet spots. Identifying the opportunity is to identify the sweet spot, and if you know how to identify that sweet spot, you configure that, and every 10-15 minutes, if it finds the sweet spot for you, it will recover that money for you. It will make profits. So there are a lot of trades which happens this way. So this is more on the long and short combination. So you will also notice that there are some trades which has happened from previous days where it probably identified a breakout, and hence it took advantage of it. So there are a lot of such cases. We will talk more and more in details, but more or less this algorithm will drive you towards the journey of profits if you are configuring correctly. And of course, with my help, we will talk about your investment goals and then help you to configure that. So the most important thing is please take the class. It is every Saturday at 10 a.m. Usually, there'll be a calendar or a date for that. Take this class and see how it goes and see if it meets your requirements.